For the longest time, I wanted to make a video where I was just talking from the beginning to the end. And it was sort of a dream because I saw all these people that were doing it and I just couldn't do it. I always had to have some notes. I always had to have everything prepared so that I could refer back to my notes, cut the video in the middle, cut all that stuff, cut all the fluff. And it was it was super intimidating. I would see that. What if I go blank? What if I don't know what to say next? What if all these questions that would come up, and what if I forget a certain point? But here's the thing. After making, videos every single day, I just came at a point where making a video like this, where I'm not cutting it at all, was super simple. I don't make all my videos. Most of my videos I do have notes because you do have to refer to some points sometimes. But if you want to make a video just like this off the cuff where you don't have to think too much, I don't really know what I'm going to say next. That's the point. But there's a trick that sounds really woo-woo, but it's not. It really does work, and that's using your hands. It's a lot more natural when you start to talk with your hands. You sort of know what you're going to say next. But the thing is, you don't want to remember all the points that you're going to say, because if you try to remember every single point that you want to make in the video, you're going to forget some points. If you don't talk with your hands, you're going to go blank. But if you have a whole vision of what you want to say in the video, which in this video is how to do this, how to talk on camera. So if you have a whole kind of like a bird's eye view of the whole content that you want to make, the idea behind the content, what you want your content to look like, that is what's going to transfer what you want to say into the words that you're going to speak out. You're going to think almost through your mouth and through your body. If your body is open and you sort of have the content that comes through your body and that extends with your hands, like I just talked about, it's going to be a lot easier to just have an idea. I want to talk about this. This is the point that I really want to make in that video, and that is what I want the viewers to come out with. You're not necessarily looking back at some points. You're just knowing that this is the outcome that I want to have in that video. And this video isn't going to be cut. I'm going to cut the beginning and the end. And for the longest time, I thought, how do people do this? Because I have all these points that I want to talk about. I'm probably going to go blank if I don't remember what to say. And it's going to happen. Sometimes you're going to start to do something and I don't know what to say. But if you have a bird's eye view of your content that you want to create, what you want your people or your audience to come out with, then it's going to be so much easier and so freeing to just make that video. And the very first video that I made like this, which was a couple of weeks ago, I believe, maybe 1 week ago, I can't remember, I've been making so many videos. And I didn't really expect to make a video like this. I just thought, okay, I'm going to talk about this. I had some notes written down on my computer and I was ready to refer back to my notes like I usually do. But because I had a whole idea of how the video was going to be, I just came out with the video and I realized I didn't go blank. I didn't hesitate on anything. Like, it just happened and I wasn't expecting it to happen. But the truth is, the secret that I did at that time without even realizing it was talk with your hands, talk with your body, where your body just kind of expresses itself, and combining your body, which does sound woo-woo, I completely get that, but try it out really, and use your hands. And even though you don't even know what the next sentence is going to be, you're like just coming out and it's almost your mouth is talking, just because when you're talking with your body, but also you're talking with the space of knowing the overview of your video. What's my video going to be about? What do I want my people, my audience, my tribe to understand when they come out of this video? Do I want them to be motivated? Do I want them to know how to do something that they didn't know what to do before that, or how to do it? How do I do that? And it's very simple for me to do that because I've lived it, and it wasn't that long ago that I could not do a single video like this. It was impossible for me to make a one-take video. And now, even though I do most of my videos that have some sort of outline, I don't have to do this because this video is about sharing how to do one-take videos. I'm not going to write my notes because it just doesn't make sense. I want to make the video like I would see the video. Like I want to have an example. If I made a video like this and I was cutting every 5 seconds and I would change scenes or whatever, cut in the middle, a ton of editing, it just wouldn't make sense because they would, you would rightly say, well, what's he talking about? He can't even do it himself. He's cutting every 5 seconds, or he makes a ton of mistakes, so he cuts in the middle, and it's not going to make sense. But because I'm making a one-take video and talking about one-take video, I just have to make a one-take video. But it is a one-take video. This is not the second time that I filmed this video. This is not the third 10. It's the first time I filmed the video, and this is how it's going to be. And by the way, I just remembered that also I'm looking for 5 people just for 100% free. If you have any questions with YouTube, book a call. There's a Calendly link in the description. You don't have to pay anything. All I'm looking for is testimonials. So feel free if you have any questions. Really, I see tons of people, and that's cool. If you comment and you have questions, great. I'll answer those questions. But if you want me to look deep down into your channel, just look at the book a call. It's free. It's not a sales call. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just looking for testimonials. So feel free to do that. But back to the video. I don't know what I'm going to say next, but it's just because I have a whole overview of the video and I talk with my body. This is how I make YouTube videos in one take. It's super, super simple. You just have to try it out, what my video is going to be about, and what do I want my audience to take away from that video. If you do this, your YouTube videos will change because it takes so much work to edit the videos, to do all that. In this video, I know that it's going to be very simple. There's just a description, a thumbnail, a title, which I already have, and it's done. There's no editing to do, and that's the hard part of, or not the hardest part, but it's the longest part to most people. I know a ton of people that spend 4 hours editing a YouTube video. Now, I don't ever spend that much time, especially now because I'm doing 1 video a day. But when you have 0 editing to do, well, you do have to cut the beginning and the end, but when you have almost 0 editing to do, it's the best feeling ever. You'll cut the beginning, cut the end, and it's off. Just upload the video. So hopefully it makes sense. It helps you, because if you're teaching something, then it's just the way to go. So there's a way to talk on YouTube as well that's going to change the way that you look at YouTube, because if you don't talk a certain way, it's going to crush your chances of getting any views. So that's why I made this video of 7 mistakes that you should not do. If you make these mistakes, it's going to kill your channel. So make sure you watch that. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.